about it, yeah. Over it, over, so yeah. Nothing left to fear. Over this illusion, losing. I shattered the mirrors, master 9 realms. Even the thought of me, I was a fail. I mean, like, get me out of here. The great escape, I know what I'm doing. Blaze my own way, taking the authority back to the future, present, and past. Hyperspeed fast, critics don't know how to act. Stay in your lane, focus on your path, listen, hear me out. Whispers now become a loud shout. Roar mighty lyric, they wanted it crash out. Stood in when they fell out. Always one with a golden eye. Cloud 9, I got this fire burning up inside. Feel like I could fly. Oh, something happened inside. My soul begin to fast, and I let them walk aside. I still travel through the sky. Golden wings and golden night. The way to lead a life. Welcome, welcome, beautiful soul star majesties. Welcome, welcome. I trust you're taking care of yourself. Out on nature, brushing your teeth, washing your ass. It's very crucial during this time of growth, expansion. Some would even say ascension. I want to start by setting my intentions. I intend to be my highest self at all costs. My DNA is restored, activated, transformed, transfigured, and embodying my soul essence. I will my will to the oneness of the divine. You need to know, man. You need to know you're that motherfucker. You need to show up, because if you don't, that's a form of betrayal. You better show up. You better have a realization. You better recognize, because you are what is needed. Who the fuck are you kidding? Who the fuck are you kidding? You should know by now you're literally what is missing. Yeah, ignorance is betrayal. Not showing up, betrayal. Woe is me. Limp dick energy, betrayal. I'm excited, guys. I bought that sweater today. I feel like I could fly. Whoa, something happening inside. So big in the face. Thank you. Nice air. Oh my God, it's so soft. I have a planetary collective transmission for the collective that is going through this passageway. Those that have been working on their legacy. Those that have been anchored, coherent. I got a message for you. I got a message. I feel like a lot of you are getting used to me. I like it. I'm not scaring you guys. Like it. You are the legend in motion. You can't have motion, right? Movement without the body. You are the blueprint in motion. Do you know what that means? Probably not, but let me cook. You are the legacy, the blueprint in motion. Okay? I have to go up this hill. Bear with me, guys. I gotta go up a hill. I gotta go up a hill. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to run up this son of a bitch. With the soldier! Ah! Okay. So dramatic. Hey, Brooke. You are a legend in motion. Don't talk about motion, movement, making waves if you're disembodied. I know I'm breathing heavy, guys. Give me a break, okay? Give me a break. We made it. We made it. Welcome to the threshold. Welcome. I trust you're not in a hurry, because if you're in a hurry, your bitch ass is always going to be in a hurry, okay? You're always going to be in a hurry. I'll put this on YouTube for your fucking ass so you can watch it there later. Woo! I don't want this to be casual. I don't want to be polite. Fuck all that. Knowing how time works, time don't work linear. That's a two-dimensional construct. You're here because of a vibration. You're here because of an alignment. That's not feelings. I don't care how you feel. Your feelings didn't get me out of bed. You think I'm being a prick? I'm not. We got to tap into higher facets of ourselves. That is non-local. Those facets are why you're here. Okay? You didn't arrive just by, oops, I'm in front of a star commander, oops, I'm upstream. No, it took soul. It took a willingness, it took a hunger. Welcome. You're here because something inside you recognized the signal. And if not, right? You committed to misunderstanding me. I'm going to do some discerning for you. Ready? You don't belong here. You don't have to sit in dissonance. You don't have to. Let your body arrive. Don't be in a hurry. Let your body arrive. Because you could be here or not be here. With all your intellect, Lucifer. I feel like I could fly. Oh, something happened inside. Just a couple days ago, it was a whole-on blizzard. My fingers were frozen, and today I'm hot. Let it be noted. Let it be noted. Take a breath. Take a breath. This is not about ascension. This is about your arrival. This is about your revealing. A lot of you being revealed. Okay? Did you brush your teeth today? Did you wash your ass today? Did you come into alignment today? I don't care for your answer. It doesn't bother me. I'm here for purpose. This is a collective attunement. This isn't to motivate you. This isn't fucking entertainment, and this is not a theory. This is a collective atonement point, a point of coherence, alignment. What enters this space, so as it is, without performance, without armor, you do not need to agree. You do not need to understand. You only need to be present enough to receive. Or you have no purpose being here. You see how that works? This message is calibrated for those that carry a responsibility in their bodies, those whose presence literally stabilizes not just themselves, but the grids and others. Thank you for the heart, me, Chris. Thank you for the gift, mama. We are in this passageway. There's only a few days left. If you feel seen without being named, you're in the right place. I have a lot of people in here that don't have a solar embryo. Think I'm talking directly to them. They're like, why are you calling me out? Why are you talking directly to me? Welcome, Dreamwalker. I feel like Hawk Guy right now. I feel like I could fly. Ooh, people are coming in. Come on in. Come on, Grand Rising. No matter what time it is, we're always rising. This is not a hierarchy. I do not give a fuck to control you or be above you. That is so mortal and bullshit. I don't even want nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. You are the demonic one if that's how you feel. That's not what I want. You understand? It's not an identity claim. This is a function call. If you're dysfunctional, disembodied, then you can leave. I'm not here to ask you to be something that you're not. Stand correctly in what you are, okay? Stand fully present in what you are. I have a message today about a legend in motion, okay? Can't talk about emotion if you don't have a body. Movement, motion, emotions, body, it all comes from the body. A lot of you had to embody your truth. It wasn't just a fucking metaphor. You had to tarry for that bitch, okay? And because you tarried, you carry the codes. Or you don't, and we're going to know by the fact that when you walk into rooms and spaces, you collapse under your own dissonance because you don't have the information to hold structure because you're so far up your own ass, okay? That's not personal, by the way. We can make it personal. My words can hit, it could sting, but that's not personal, it's universal. It's me again, showing up again in my radiance. You know, the fact that you're still standing says a lot beyond words, says a lot beyond logos. It shows your structure, it shows your integrity. It's not just neutral information. You didn't get here by being neutral and casual. It took grit. It took soul. You didn't, oops, I'm standing coherent as a big stepper. That's not how it works, buddy. You carry data of an overcomer. You carry data. You're the proof of function. I'm taking my time today. Damn, there's like 7 planes going all different ways to fucking block the sky. Imagine all this energy to keep something false running. What a bitch. What a bitch way to live. Think I'm playing with you. What a bitch way to live. Yahweh Chow 444. It's all about worshiping the Father. Yeah, it's all about you getting blocked. Those days are over, bitch. Those days are over, bitch. Some of us just want water. We want to be free. The fuck are you talking about? You slave fucking mentality. The fuck? Those days are over. The fuck? It's about worshiping the Father. You dumbass. How about devoting time to yourself to be better? How about devoting time to yourself to articulate yourself? Being the difference. How about being selfless? How about being the alchemical structure? Separating yourself from the funk you're in and being what needs to make the difference. Oh, you can't do that. Why? Because you're disembodied. That's why. You need my body. You need someone else's body to feel guilty, to feel shameful. I'll fucking eat you, devour you, wipe my ass with you, peasant. Don't fucking start with me, bro. I did nothing to you. I did nothing to you than to show up in my radiance, to step into my calling bombastically and radiantly. Your problem is with yourself. There. You did not make it this far because of luck. You understand? I know it looks like it. Look at him. Nah, we didn't get here because of luck, bitch. You didn't survive by accident. You weren't spared. Oh, look, you're a runt of the litter. You barely made it. That's not what happened here, bitch. You are an overcomer. You have been proven by the universe, not by me.
You hold presence in the middle of a collapsing society. You hold coherency. These aren't little things. It becomes a little thing when you become a bitter bitch. You didn't fragment when you could have fragment. You could have crashed out. You could have said, fuck everybody and everything. Fuck this. You kept your heart open. You are over fucking qualified. You're over qualified. I want to make it clear, you're the new. You need to show up. You're the new. We need you. If you resonate with this message without losing yourself in the sound field and losing your whole you got cognitive dissonance, if you're still standing structure like a tower, picking up the signal, this message is for you. You're the new. You're that motherfucker. You're what's needed. You're not just a conductor you're a super conductor, stepping into a planetary level. Okay? Act like it. This ain't just an upgrade of an old system. You're not just being healed on a broken algorithm. That's not what's happening. You're entirely a new operating system. You're an entirely new, never been seen before operating system. A new iOS. It's new, but it's ancient. It's future, but it's ancient. Into the now. That's right, Shauna. You are the new. You carry the mana. Even yesterday feels like dookie. Some of you are looking for fulfillment, and it's on the other end of your purpose. Some of you need to be seen. You need to be heard. Purpose, stuff like that. It's a higher octave of humanity that a lot of us are tapping into. Because if you're looking for feelings and intellect, you're in the wrong place, bitch. That's why numbers are falling out. Their attention span, they don't have bank. They don't have the bank to keep up. You should already come here erected. You should come here already aligned. You should be already on your mission. You should already washed your ass, brushed your teeth. Already been in alignment. You should already paid it forward about 1,000 times. You need to know this, bro. This ain't feelings. You hold a cymatic blueprint. You hold a cymatic blueprint. And this blueprint's of a new world. You hold the new. And you tarried for it. It ain't just a metaphor for you. You went, listen, bro. Go fucking study what Terra Nova means. Go study. You think Daddy Trump's gonna help you? You think Daddy Trump has the codes? You're a fool, and I'm being nice. I'm being really nice. I could be harsh. I'm being nice. You're being called to power 3, 2, 1 at a time. I'm not going to look at you as a limp dick. I'm going to look at you as the god and goddess and tell you to fucking rise, Lazarus. That's what I'm going to tell you. A lot of you are way more intellectual than you think you are. You haven't stopped since you started. They thought you would abandon yourself, given up on yourself. But here you are, son of a bitch. And the fact that you're still standing means you stand on something. Otherwise, you would have collapsed under your own dissonance. That's not feelings. It's not personal. It's universal facts. I trust you're not governed by my feelings. Getting lost in the sacral, in the primordial water. Stand on something with a solar embryo. I'm not saying this for feelings, bro. You have the new. You do. How demonic it is for you to look outside yourself. If you know better, do better. Speak your truth. You carry a resonance. You carry a vibrato. This new world is regulated through you. You became the fucking node, Santa Center. You ever seen a cymatic chart? Bro, there's so many planes going every other way to block the sky right now. Your nervous system is doing more than keeping your ass alive. You know that, right? You know this isn't church. You know this isn't feelings. You need to know this because ignorance is betrayal. Willingly ignorance is evil. You're evil. You're a betrayer of your own people. You're a betrayer. You betrayed me, you betrayed humanity, and you betrayed yourself. If you come here looking for comfort, I'm not the one. I'm here to rattle your cage. I'm here to disturb you. I'm here to flip shit and say, hey, you're not what's been impressed. You're not the atoms. You're not your story. You are the new. You are the living. It's really not that deep. It's elementary for gods. Stop attaching. You need to become fully androgynous etheric. Your nervous system is doing more than keeping you alive, okay? Your whole nervous system had to recalibrate to Gaia. Welcome, humanity. It's nothing personal. When you become erected in your spirit, you become the highest node. It's not personal. The universe just wants what's best for the all, okay? That's why you got to wake up and make your day, get in alignments, raise your signal up, because the universe wants to hit you with codes, okay? Your nervous system is teaching reality. You understand? How to behave. Welcome, Sazzy. Can you guys tell I'm over it? Because if you can't, I'm not doing my job. I'm trying to unmute your comment. She sent a beautiful comment. Okay. This is only the beginning. I'm just getting started. Daddy, chill, daddy. Lori, I don't know what you're talking about, but I hope you're here to receive. That's why embodiment is crucial. I'm not talking about just carbon, crystal. I'm talking about the planetary body, okay? You're going to know those from not because you're going to be functional. You're not going to be dysfunctional. You're going to be standing. You're going to be operating. You're going to be moving as so. Okay? Fuck talking about it. You're going to see it. This is why embodiment matters more than your ideology, whatever it's called, more than your fucking metaphors and your mental constructs. That's why for me, at least 8 to 12 years, I was clearing out cycles of shit that I don't even want to get into with you, bro. Been alone, bro. You didn't just, Preparing your temple to carry raw source energy, undiluted, not fragmented. Healing your mutated DNA, stuff like that. And when you want to start acting like that's a little thing, you know what you become? Come here. You become a bitter bitch. Because your fucking higher heart gets cut off from the cosmic. You start deteriorating. Entropy starts to happen. That's why your regulating every day matters more than your fucking feelings and your belief. That's why all those times you ran to nature just to breathe, just to connect, that matters more than your fucking belief and your feelings. Come on, Silva. Silva said, show up. I like that energy. Push me to be better. Don't fight me. Speak to the group. Speak universal. Come on, we can rise. People don't just learn from you, okay? They don't just get inspired from you. They quite literally have to go through you. You become a gate. They have to go through you. People feel better around you. They breathe better. They have clarity. Some people don't even have the intellect to realize what's going on in the higher realms. They don't have the intelligence. Sentient, being an empath, that's a higher level of intelligence. Some people are not even aware. That's okay. When I say through you, I mean literally through you. You carry the structure. You carry the codex. That's why it's a big deal. That's why it's an honor to be around you. Okay? We're not going to stop and have an ego trip, have a tea party. No, that means responsibility. That means show up. That means get in alignment daily. Wash your ass and brush your teeth. Keep going. That's right. Your presence alone initiates a process. Okay, I don't care if you like me, like my videos, you want to hide in the shadow because you're a prick. That don't bother me. But I'll tell you what, you being in my presence will initiate a process. Sound and light is primordial. Okay? Sound and light is primordial. I'm not going to wait for your acceptance or your feelings or nothing fragmented. It's universal facts. Okay? That's how important your presence is. Your field activates unfinished business in others. I know I make you uncomfortable. I know I rattle your temple and demons show up. I get it. I'm here to devour them. That's how I eat. Come to find out, it's my purpose. I'm a guardian. I'm a mama's boy. People feel it. They feel it. Some people don't have the intelligence of what they feel. But that's okay, but they feel it. And they don't have the language for it. It's okay. When you walk in a room, people feel it, but they don't always have they don't know what's going on. They don't have the interface. Some people don't have a solar embryo. They get lost in the sound fields. That's why you see me do things that are not about reason. That's why I'll be going off. And it has nothing to do with what is, but it has to do with a soul-ass retrieval that is happening within your being. I'm not even looking at my phone. If somehow you take it personal, you're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. Your structure forces transparency. Your structure forces honesty. It's pure. And that can sting motherfuckers, okay? That doesn't mean you shrink and collapse and you cry. No, that means you show up, you keep going, you spend time and space and devotion to being stronger and better. A lot of you have. And that is literally why you're still standing. Don't you see? Would have been very easy to crash out and give up. It could be very easy, Martin, to show up and write Minnie Mouse. How about you be positive? How about you add something? Takes too much discipline. Don't even worry about it. I blocked them. I'm not going back and forth with the peasants binary because I did nothing to you, bitch, other than show up, other than be present, other than to answer my soul call. I don't see how you can come here and have an issue with me, dude. I got to remind demons without a body that you can always leave. You don't got to stay in water. You don't have to lose yourself in the space. Go find yourself. Go on a soul retrieval. This ain't for you. Clearly. I want other angelics to see how I move because for too long we've been the ass. For too long, bro. All because you have a Stargate. All because you got a heart, bro. It's literally all it is. Because you give a fuck. That's really what it is. 44. Come on. People want to pass over you, but they can't skip. They can't skip certain things. People love my energy, but they hate my tone. They hate my face. They hate my confidence. It's too discomforting for them. They want the insight without the integration, and you're going to burn for that. I know I'm being watched. Clearly, bro. It's not a big deal. They don't want to do the integration. That's because they can't. They carry a temperamental makeup. They can't metabolize the truth that is too pure. It is too pure. They only can nibble. Subtle. It has to be subtle. Because if I were to be direct, it'd be too intense. It'd be like an energy direct weapon. Humanity used to say, my mouth, people can handle it. For real, that's why we need you to show up and fucking blow the trumpet, baby. You hold the codes. You hold the structure of an overcomer. You hold the codes. 3% are only humans here, bro. I'm gonna fucking tell you right now, I didn't just roll out of bed to be here, okay? I didn't come here, I didn't make it here just by being agreeable, okay? 333 on a time. I didn't get here by being passive, okay? It took soul. You didn't bypass anything, bro. You went through the shadow, the valley, death. You went through the scorpion, betrayal, the sting of death, things like that. You became the phoenix itself. Before the phoenix, it was a scorpion, bitch. That's why you got girth. That's why you got depth. That's why when you speak, it punches, bro. You have walked through the fire of integration. This is the beginning. I'm gonna ask my guardians, my north nodes, to rise. I like waking up and there's no snow. I like waking up being in bliss. Don't you? Yeah, you're that powerful. You're connected to the mainframe. Yeah, this isn't church or religion. It's either you dive into this or you go sell your time, your space, your energy to something outside of you. It's either you are developed, devoted, and you spent time on yourself and you're expanding into your legacy, or you're serving something else. Okay? That's why being around you forces people into their own process. That's why you are needed. And if you disturb people, good. Embrace it. I embrace the fact that I disturb you because, you know, people love and hate. I can't control that. Your pace pisses people off that want shortcuts. They want a quick fix. That's not how it works. That's why your clarity unsettled those that are negotiating with themselves. You need to make up in your mind. You need to have a will greater than your feelings. Come out of the tomb, Lazarus. You're not the atoms. Stand for something greater than yourself. Watch regenesis happen. Create a circulation. That's why I'm here today. My purpose, my fulfillment. This gets me excited. Come to find out there's people that are trying to take my position. When I was summoned to be here, bitch. This is not arrogance, you asshole. This is function. This is not ego, bitch. It's called confidence. It's called a knowing. It's called an assurity. Go get some. You would too if you knew you stood on something bigger than yourself. You would too if you know that you're standing on a legacy and you got your nieces and nephews and you got generations and you got your ancestors watching. You're standing for the universe. You would too. Go get some. Go get some. All Night said explain summoning. Maybe some other time. You got to go on a quest and study that. Okay? Let's talk about today. A lot of us are waking up feeling good. I know I'm going in right now, but that's really just to temperament my space so weirdos here can feel the burn. Because you're not going to be able to bear the fire if you don't go through the burn. What you feel is not me being your problem. What you feel is conviction in my voice. You hear a standard. You hear an oversoul that's over it. Okay? Not chaos. Not disassociation. Not inflation, spiritual ego, bitch. Grounded power, okay? The kind that comes from alignment. A lot of us are waking up ready to fucking slay. I woke up ready to slay today. I woke up with some solar stability. I woke up ready to penetrate the ethers. I woke up ready to make ripples and make waves, not get ran through. And if you're here, it's more likely you did too, just in case you're somewhere in the back thinking you're separate. You are the blueprint. Act like it. I'm trying to tell you. You think Daddy Trump's going to save you? Again, you're a fool, bro. That's MK Ultra. That's artificial intelligence that is slowly running out so the disclosure can happen. I don't know who this is, but thank you, Internet, for blocking his comment. What Olympic energy. You're getting blocked. Let it be a public execution. Who's next? Gotta remind these demons. The door goes both ways. You don't have to stay here. It's okay. One thing I'm not gonna do is shrink for your comfort. If I love you, I'm gonna disturb you. If I love you, I'm gonna be real. If I love you, I'm gonna show up. Despite your feelings. If I have to subject my lower will, my reasoning mind daily for the higher good, what makes you think I'm going to tolerate that from you? This is what a lot of us are stepping into. You're stepping into an overlord, oversoul. You're not moving the same. You're not moving the same. You're not attached to the elements, Elohim. You're conducting, a superconductor. And if you're good over there, just hold space. It's nothing personal. Promise you. I'm not here to ask you to be something you're not. You understand? Stand correctly in what you already are. Okay? You are over fucking qualified. We are going through this passage to 12:12 to 12:21. Apparently the whole fucking universe knows what this is, but a lot of us just became aware of it. Okay? I don't expect you to get my why. That's okay, but I will show up every day if need be to remind you who the fuck you are. Okay? Hold your cymatics. That is an order. Not from me, peasant. From the central sun. Show the universe what a champion looks like. Show the universe how you can hold raw energy and not explode under yourself and collapse and lose structure. Welcome, AJ. Thank you for the love. Cosmic Mystic, thank you for being here. Ashe. If you can tolerate this, if you can sit here and not lose yourself, let us show how temperamented your vessel is. Because a lot of demons would have freaked out by now. No more asking for permission. What kind of limp dick shit is that? You think Daddy Trump? I can't think of anybody else. Who do you guys listen to? You are the source intelligence, not artificial intelligence. You're the Solomon soul intelligence. I'm not here kicking escapism. I'm here to tell you, listen, motherfucker, you're the shit. And when you want to act like you're not, you're betraying. You're a betrayer. You're honestly a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Don't chase validation. Blueprints doesn't explain itself to fucking unfinished systems that are collapsing. It ain't just things falling, right? Oh, look at the government. It's falling. Ha ha. Bitch ass, it's also about you rising. What do you think you just went through the last 8 to 12 years? What do you think you just carried for? I'm going to tell you, there ain't nobody better than you. You got the heart, David. This isn't ego, bitch. You've been goaded by the Supreme. You've been goaded by the universe. You've been through some things. What do you think the word temperament means? What do you think the word temperament means? You went through certain flames that burned off any residue. You carry certain metals, Elohim. Your spaceship is secure. Now you're the real metal alchemist. Bitch think it's personal. It's not personal. This ain't ego. I can make it all about ego. My words sting, but this ain't ego. Got me fucked up. You are the standard. Do you know what a node is? Do you know what cymatics is? Do you know what communion means? Do you know what communication is? Do you know what it means to take non-local to local? Or are you so fucking attached to shit you can't even step aside? We need fully etheric beings. We need oversouls. People that went on a soul retrieval. Okay? Got me fucked up. They fucking blacking my sky. Son of a bitch. You are the standard. You are the spark. You carry the resurrection codes. You are the reference point reality checks itself against. And you are the hottest thing since sliced bread. Anybody heard that lately? You are the hottest thing since sliced bread. Act like it. She said, explain a node. Baby, you need to go on a quest. That's actually a good question. And normally I would love to get into it, but I want to keep moving. You became North Pole. You became Center, Santa. You became local, non-local. You carry peace that passes understanding. People can breathe deeper around you. It's called Gaia. People feel clear around you. That's why it's important for you to show up. And guess what? If you could do better than me, hop in your whip, get in your body, and go do it better. Okay? Because the difference is I'm going to be saluting you. Because a real can recognize real. We don't have time to be fucking tripping over stupid. We don't. Where's the royalty at? Degenerates are falling, the royalty is rising. We got big boy shit to do. You're the hottest thing since sliced bread and has nothing to do with being flashy. You hold a signal. You hold a throb that cannot be mistaken. It is felt universally. There's going to be people that drowned in your wake. It is what it is. And if you love them, you want them to drown because they're going to have to reinvent themselves. But they're going to know one thing, that you stood for something. Now it's not time to lose yourself for comfort. The fuck is that? Less stress. Lab said, what should I be doing? You should be in your alignment, erected, and banging out your purpose. Your purpose is on the other end of your fulfillment. Be seen, be heard. You're the seventh son. You need to be seen. You need to be felt. You need to be embodied. You need to be integrated. You need to have a divine will, a divine purpose. You got to know that you're that motherfucker. You really are, okay? And if you already been doing the work, be patient, okay? Because you came a long fucking ways, okay? This is the most coherent a lot of us have been. We're anchored, stationed, okay? And we're going to get through this passage. He said, that's a hard thing for me. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. There's nothing you can't do. You better rise up. We both know you're that motherfucker. We both know, we both know. Nothing can stop you. You just got to want it. Your will got to be greater. You got to have a non-local will. You got to wake up and still take the trash out when you don't feel like it. You can't be governed by lower facets. You don't want nothing that's easy. What the fuck? Stop looking for comfort. Things die in comfort. Make up in your mind, bro. Something needs to snap. You need to be devoted, devotion, discipline, godly shit. You know what I'm saying? Things of the gods. You want the fire of Prometheus? You better get in alignment. You carry the blueprint energy that's grounded but yet directional. That's why people can't just chill in here. I'm moving with direction. People want to float on the Omega field. Like, Corey, I want to feel good. Corey, I want easy. Corey, I want to feel good. Any narrative, any direction knocks them on their ass because they don't got a ship. But you are grounded with direction. You have a direction. Okay? And it's undeniable. You also have unapologetic power. Silva said, thank you, thank you. It's not loud, but it's stable. Oh, don't worry, I can get loud, bitch. I can make it personal. This ain't personal, bro. There's going to be days I show up and I personally don't want to be here. There's going to be days I show up and I have to be greater than my own persona. I have to be greater than my own reasoning mind. You're going to need a soul where we're going. You're going to need an oversoul, bitch. Stand for something universal. You carry main character energy. I don't know how you could be here and take it personal, bro. You carry main character energy. That took us a lot to get here. Especially with the angelics in your heart. Everyone else was the main character. Now you become the main character. All of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden it's a problem. You're carrying responsibility without ego. And now all of a sudden it's a problem. Okay? No, bitch. You're a living legend. You know what a legend is? Legend is someone who simply doesn't give up on themselves even though the whole world has. That's why you're a legend. And you're a legend in motion is. Legend is someone who simply doesn't give up on themselves even though the whole world has. That's why you're a legend. And you're a legend in motion. Through time and space. Through motion, energy. That's why your body can handle it. This isn't motivation. You're being recognized. And it's very obvious who's walking in truth. It's very obvious because they're functional. They're not dysfunctions. They're not limp dick. You can't do nothing with a limp dick. Okay? You need to be fully erotic and erected in your purpose. Unshakable, unmovable, secure in the bag. It's so obvious who's walking in truth and light. It's not just aesthetics, okay? You actually have a body. And you have tarried. What do you think that Terry Nova means? 4, 5, and 6 dimensions. A lot of you had to tarry, the first of your kind, so you could bring these codes in. This is why you're needed. Now it's not time to be disassociated. Light that can't stay in the body isn't light, it's disassociation. Everything you got is a metaphor. You're in love with the idea more than what is. That's why people, they're trying to escape. That's why we don't have heaven on earth, because it can't be embodied. It needs to be embodied. I can't give what I don't have. That's why a lot of us had to tarry for it. Had to sit our ass in nature for fucking cycles on cycles to breathe, to purge, to heal. Contact with yourself was contact with the first human. You loved yourself through it all. You stayed in body when you didn't have to. You showed up when you didn't need to. Even unpolished. Even unpolished. You still showed up even when things weren't certain. You showed up even when your voice shaked a little. And now you're being called to be present yet again. Be present. Run your mouth. I can't think of anybody better than you. I really can't. If you've been temperamented by the universe, don't worry what a mortal think. Fuck a mortal. You don't need to be humbled. The universe already humbled your ass. Okay? Run your mouth. You're quite literally the light of the world. Say what's on your heart. There's going to be those that love it. There's always going to be a limp dick motherfucker. It is what it is. Be true. Show your face. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be heard. A lot of you are in readiness and you're ready to literally be deployed. You're ready for mission. You're ready for execution. We're not having the same questions anymore. Who am I? Are you my daddy? Are you my mommy? Do you have my fulfillment? We're not asking the same questions. Where's the power? These are literally levels of self-development that I know I had to go on. Now you're walking embodiment of source itself. Your tone carries a confidence. Your tone carries a knowing and a surety. And because your vibrato is coming out like that, guess what's going to mirror you? The universe. Okay, so some of us are not on the same quests. We're not asking the same questions. Some of us are executioners. Trust you're listening. You are the blueprint. I'm so glad they muted somebody. Somebody in here telling me he's Thoth. How the fuck you come in here and tell me who? That's what demons do. Demons always have identity issues. Always got to tell other people who they are instead of being who they are. They always got to be like, who are you to talk that way? Do you know who I am? Bitch, I don't care. The fuck? He sent another one and he's getting blocked. This is literally what demons do. I want other angelics to see how I move. They have identity issues. They got to make sure other people know who they are. How about you be who you are? How about you get in your fucking vessel and take over, go Nova? Instead of coming to my space and trying to develop yourself in front of everybody. How about you develop? You know what? Don't get me started. You are the energetic. You are alive. You are the truth. Okay? You are the force. You got the juice. You got the drip. You got the drip because you're coherence. Coherence speaks before language. Some of you are here because of my coherence. Some of you are here because of my spirit and my light. The words are extra. Then you got other beings that all they have is intellect. All they have is the labyrinth. They're holding me to every word. There's beings in here that have a heart coherence, have a higher intelligence, and they feel me, they love me. There's others that I got to perform for love. I got to do condition for love. A lot of you were underrated, overlooked, often. Still, you're fucking on top. Still, your truth has compounded. And it looks good on you. I don't know if you heard it today, but you look good. It looks good on you. Now, for the deeper mechanics, for the ones that asked for expansion in the coherent systems, your stability is emerging from the parts oscillated together. This is the quantum mechanics. This isn't metaphors. This is for the quantum technicians. Your presence is law. That's why, first and foremost, you need to show up in presence. Because your movement reorganizes the probability. Your expression collapses. Future into form. And I'm here to tell you to shake Shakira. What do you think a shaman is? Cymatic is. Serpent charmer. Some of us get the spirit moving. Ooh, we get people aroused. We get them activated. And it's not even like I'm thinking dirty thoughts. I just feel good. And I want you to feel good. And my energy is lifting up like a serpent charmer, the spirit. That's how powerful you are. Shake Shakira. That's the real instructions. Your movement resets nervous systems. Yeah. When you're in alignment, your whole neighborhood's like, I don't know what just happened, but I feel peace. I don't know what I was tripping over. Feels good. That's why silence around you to some people is extremely loud. If I were to keep my mouth shut for 5 minutes, it would be very loud. Because the thing between the words is the real energy. I use words like an alchemist. Sometimes to punch, sometimes to hug, sometimes to lead your consciousness like an ascension. But in between the words, if you can feel. That's why silence around you feels loud. That's why stagnation feels intolerable. That's why hiding feels heavier than being seen. That's the truth. This new world isn't coming later. It's already here. It's you. And it's using your nervous system, your voice, your movement. You carry the codex. I don't care if you like me. Hear me, bro. It's coming through you. That's why you need to be seen. You need to be heard. You don't need permission. You don't need permission to go off. You don't. You don't need proof. You don't need perfection. You need to be a participant, not just an observer. Come out of the labyrinth. Go pay it forward. Go give it somewhere. Show up. Show up as you are. Stay coherent. You just hearing my voice is changing algorithms. Okay? This isn't ego, bitch. It's a science. That's how powerful you are. When you show up, you vibrate. Vibrato. Attune. Starting to disassociate yourself from the world that you clearly outgrown. Starting to disassociate from your family that you clearly healed. How about you be the missing piece, bitch? How about you be that master, bitch? How about you devote time and space to learn to articulate yourself? This is what you're being called to. Your presence is infrastructure, made architecture. Can you articulate, Ptah, Jupiter? Can you build? Can you create? I know you're so used to cutting things, destroying things, and removing it from your life, but can you build? I don't even want to talk about it. It will be seen. Show up. You are a legend in motion. Act like it. You're the blueprint that has been sustained and made for such a time as this. Okay? You're still standing and you're still going. It is undeniable. You could be blind, deaf, and dumb and still feel the light. That's how powerful you are. Thank you, Tonya, for the heart. There's so much more I want to get into, but I'm going to go, guys. Okay? This field does not need maintenance through your force, but it needs your coherence. Jasmine said ear to ear smiling. That means a lot because I've been punching subtle energies in the throat since I started. And the fact that you're still here and you're riding deep with me, it just shows that you're temperamented. Most people would have crashed out. They would have took it too personal. My feelings. Stuck in the sacral. Corey, my feelings. So as you leave this space, do not contract, do not shrink, do not rush to minimize, don't shrink for comfort. We need you. Jasmine said, this is war, real. There's a war on your mind. There's a war on your consciousness. Yeah. Carry the light. Carry it clean. And remember, you are that motherfucker, okay? You are not leaving the signal when you leave here, but you are becoming the movement. So move. You are the blueprint, family. This ain't feelings. Ashe, thank you, Divine 1045. I close the field. I close the circle. Ashe, the field is sealed. The line is clear. The work is continuing quietly, visibly. And guess what? Unmistakable. Welcome, Trina. Thank you. So go forward. Go multiply. Go make babies. Go make babies. Go make manifestations. Solar drip on everything you touch, because why? You're the sun, and everything you touch expands, it grows. We don't need to wait. You're the source, you understand? You're the pole. You make ripples. You're the throb. You have the baton. Some of us are the new young elders. Let's show them what we came to do. Let's show them that, yo, we that motherfucker. Thank you, Clipper. Thank you for leading the way. Articulate yourself. Circulate the energy. Don't just sit in there and lose your identity. Push. Bang, bang. And some of you are so advanced, even yesterday feels like dookie. Even yesterday, good shit feels like dookie. Because you want that new. Ashe, much love, guys. You guys are awesome. 1045, I close the circle. Make this day your bitch, okay? Silver said, you are the igniter. You are. You're around dormant people, but you have the ignition. It's like someone having a picture of a Lamborghini, and you go to work, and you're always showing somebody a holographic picture of a Lamborghini, and someone goes, why don't you ever drive it to work? And the guy goes, I don't have an ignition. I can't get it started. Isn't that sad? But you got the ignition on a planetary level. You just had to build your tower back up. You had to come back into remembrance. You had to carry all these fragmented versions of yourself into soul convergence. Trump ain't your savior, bitch. That's the only person I can think of right now. Some of you are way more evolved and advanced than you are, that you think you are. And you've been protected, you've been sealed for literally this moment. Okay?